What's up, Wednesday Warriors, and welcome back to a new video. This is my series where we go over all the books that I picked up this week at my local comic shop. And today we're going over our pickups for the week of May 7th, 2025. So you know what that means. I'm fresh back from my comic shop. Stack of comics a little higher, wallet just a little bit lighter. We got some big books to talk to you about this week. With that being said, let's get right into our week's offerings of books that we picked up on New Comic Book Day. And like I said, I'm super excited to talk to you all about these books this week. And leading us off this week and setting that charge, we do have All New Venom number 6, the origin of the All New Venom. Now we know who the All New Venom is. The question is how? What happened after the events of the Venom War? Why did the symbiote choose this host? And why can't they separate? Jackpot confronts Venom, and she may not like what she finds out. This was a very interesting book this week because I've loved this series so far, and that introduction of Mary Jane at the end of issue 5 as the all-new Venom really threw me for a loop because it set up these 4 particular people, and Rick Jones, Madam Mask, Robbie Robertson, Dylan Brock. It gave you all these Luke Cage, it gave you all these options, and Mary Jane was not one of them, definitely coming out of left field. Now, it's interesting in this book, you kind of get this therapy session of Mary Jane in the all-new Venom sitting on the couch explaining to Robbie Robertson and Mary Jane's boyfriend, whose name's escaping me right now, kind of how they came to be. And it goes all the way back to Venom War, and you find out that Mary Jane's jackpot bracelet was malfunctioning and essentially killing her, and stepping at the last minute, Venom attached himself to her, and ipso facto, they need each other to stay alive, and that's how this unholy union kind of, his name's Paul. It just popped in my head. That's how this unholy alliance came to be. Now, I'm not a big fan of Paul. I think Paul takes away from this book. I really don't like Paul. Get Paul out of here. Bring me back Peter Parker. How you going to take Peter Parker's girl, bro? But with that being said, definitely check out All New Venom number 6. I've really enjoyed this series. I'm interested to see where it goes, and hopefully it stays strong. From one book that was strong to another book that's been strong is this Amazing Spider-Man issue 3. We got Joe Kelly and Pepe Larraza on this. Pepe Larraza's art has been absolutely phenomenal. This book has been phenomenal. Joe Kelly tying this into his run on Spider-Man Deadpool. The past and present collide, sending Spider-Man spinning out of control. Just when an old foe obsessed with him gets sword stabby, jumped on Peter and his main squeeze, Shay Markin. Can the last remaining ally still in Spider-Man's corner, the Green Goblin, Norman Osborn, cure Peter before his entire life implodes? This is such a good book. Essentially, you have Peter Parker tripping balls, the reintroduction of Itsy Bitsy, all of this going on as Peter tries to navigate, trying to save the Rhino and his personal life. It's been so good. Hopefully Pepe Larraza can keep up with the release schedule. I know that they're moving into an arc with art by John Romita Jr. I don't know if that's to give Pepe Larraza time to catch up on the next story arc or what it is. I'm not happy about that because I've been very vocal about my feelings on John Romita Jr.'s art. I love the man. He's an absolute legend, but ever since Kick-Ass, he's never been able to get out of that blocky art style, and Spider-Man has suffered because of it. Not looking forward to it. Not looking forward to his book. I am looking forward to the story, just not his art on the book. But the first 3 issues of this run on Amazing Spider-Man have been absolutely killer. Make sure to check that out next time you're in the comic book shop. And, let me know what you think of this run on Amazing Spider-Man right now. Up next, we have X-Men, and I picked up this Alex Ross Timeless Marvel variant. They're not mutants they're the mutants who call themselves the X-Men in Alaska and Louisiana and Chicago, but as Cyclops teams find themselves in more than one set of crosshairs dealing with a mutant crisis in Alaska, a new group of enemies makes themselves known. They are the X-Men, who are sponsored by 3K in their bid for possession of the future of mutant kind. This follows a new group of mutants who's running around calling themselves the X-Men. I finally read an issue of X-Men. I definitely enjoyed this issue. It makes me want to stick around. I know I've been saying, maybe I'm out on X-Men. Haven't been reading it, just been picking it up to continue my run. I actually read this issue. I'm here for it. So it'll bring me back for the next issue of X-Men as well. Then we have Absolute Green Lantern, a book that I wasn't really sold on. I liked issue 1. Issue 2 didn't do a lot to continue issue 1. So I'm kind of on the fence about Absolute Green Lantern. I might give it 1 or 2 more issues before I tap out here. I'm just not really feeling the dynamics of this book. I don't know. Let me know what you think of Absolute Green Lantern. Am I wrong? Am I crazy? Am I just not looking at it the right way? Am I not giving enough chance? Let me know in the comments section below if you're liking Absolute Green Lantern. From one absolute book that I'm not really digging to an absolute book that I absolutely am, we have Absolute Superman number 7, the introduction of Brainiac in this new universe. The horrors of Absolute Brainiac revealed. His stolen alien technology is at the heart of the Lazarus Corp's global success, but he operates out of a seedy lair packed with within bottled cities. Cities he's tortured relentlessly just to hear the faint chorus of screams. Who is this mysterious Brainiac, and why is he so interested in the last son of Krypton? This book is interesting. You see the creation of Brainiac, that this version of Brainiac was created just to basically clean up bodies and refuse. And when he does that, he seeks more knowledge, and the Brainiacs kind of shut him down and say, your only job is to clean up refuse, nothing more. And he does not enjoy that. As any sentient AI, he seeks knowledge, and he goes about trying to obtain that. He becomes aware of Superman as he pretty much becomes the top Brainiac and wants to go after the last son of Krypton. Interesting take of Brainiac. He's very creepy looking. It's definitely worth checking out as you kind of get his origin and the setup for what's to come in this next story arc of Absolute Superman. From Absolute Superman, we get the final issue of Grommets. This book has been amazing. This issue has been a long time coming. A first kiss, leaving friends behind, changing schools mid-year, and facing your biggest fears in public. Rites of passage into the unknown for every kid trying to navigate the storm seas of adolescence. All this and more in this triumphant final issue of the hit series. It was a good final. The final kind of left me wanting more and scratching my head going, what the fuck? You're going to end it like that? I hope there's more to come. But alas, this is the final issue of Grommets, and it's been a book that's been absolutely great. I can't wait and hope there's a volume 2 to this. Up next, we have Ultimate Wolverine. This is the clash between Ultimate Sabretooth and Ultimate Wolverine. And the Ultimate Sabretooth claws his way onto the scene. Mysteries of the Ultimate Wolverine's past are revealed when a familiar face joins the fray. In this book, Ultimate Sabretooth is kind of a good guy. And you see a flashback to him and Ultimate Wolverine together, and Ultimate Wolverine essentially telling him, listen, if they ever get their hands on me and they ever possess me, you need to kill me. You need to find a way to kill me. And this issue just kind of sets up and lays the pieces of how they might actually go about taking out this version of the Ultimate Winter Soldier, aka Ultimate Wolverine. This book has been kind of hit or miss for me. I did enjoy this issue, not so much the interior art, but the story arc and kind of where they're going has definitely left me intrigued. Then we have Adam Hughes, this Adam Hughes variant on Pop Kills. I didn't make it to this book yet. I did like the cover. The cover's been on a big talk of the week. I did pick up this cover. It is beautiful. I love me and Adam Hughes. I don't know if I'll ever get on this because I haven't read issues 1 or 2, but I strictly picked this one up this week just for that cover. Next up, we have Blood and Thunder number 1 in this David Lopez variant. I have not made it to this book yet, but I did pick this up because it's a new number 1 from Image and it's co-created by Robert Kirkman. I'm kind of intrigued by it, but just haven't made it to this yet by the time of this recording. I hope to do so by the end of this weekend. But if you like Robert Kirkman, if you like The Walking Dead, if you like Invincible, if you like Outcast, anything Robert Kirkman's done, why not pick this up and give it a shot just on creative name alone? But that's it. That's all the books I picked up this week. I'm super interested to know what you picked up this week. Let me know in the comment section below what you picked up, what you left on the shelf that maybe I picked up. Let me know if there's a recommendation out there of something that you're reading that I should be, that I'm not. I'm always open to new books, new reading, new experiences, new storylines, things like that. I did also pre-order Johnny Quest, Space Ghost crossover, and Captain Planet. By the time of this recording, I've not gotten them yet because my Diamond shipment was late from my comic shop, and that's who they still order these books from, is Diamond. These publishers, I guess, have not switched over to Penguin Random House or any of the other printers yet, so they're still coming through Diamond. So of course, with all the stuff that's going on with Diamond, they were late. But that's it for me this week. That's it for all the new comic books I picked up. Again, let me know in the comment section below what you're reading. And as always, that's it. And we'll see you next week around the spinner rack.